Hi guys, in this video I'm not going to show you how to do the whole passenger base, which is this thing here, but I am going to walk you through in this video how to create this little star piece. Okay, the instructions kind of show you, but the instructions are a little bit confusing, and so I just want to walk you through it. It shouldn't take more than a second. I'm going to trust you guys to be able to draw a rectangle with filleted edges by now, and a square, and a circle, and a triangle, and line all these things up to align them so that they're dimensioned correctly and they're in the correct spot. Okay, but this circle piece here, you know, a little bit more difficult. So here we go. That's what this video is all about. You'll notice that first things first, I've drawn two circles. The first one is 0.605 and the other one's 0.412. This is going to be very helpful for us, and I got those dimensions from this document that I just switched from. Okay, the Word document. And then next, a star has 5 points, so that would be related to a pentagon, right? 5 points. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to choose the polygon tool. I'm going to change this to 5, okay? And I can either do a circumscribed or an inscribed circle. So basically what I can do, though, is I can come here, and I can click on a point of the circle, and I can, whoa, well that's not correct, is it? So it looks like what I need to do whenever I choose this, since it's got 5, is I need to start with the center of the circle, and then I just need to go like this. Now I'm going to try to line it up so it's pretty close to being flat on the top. If I get it, I do. That's great. If not, no big deal. Because what I can do next then, I'm going to hit escape. I'm done. Right? What I can do next is I can go and vertically align these pieces, so like the midpoint of this line, boom, is actually over this point. Right? So now I know that thing's vertically aligned. Now here's the deal. All of these things really should have been construction lines, because they're not going to be part of my final drawing. They're just there to help me draw a star, right? I'm going to see if I can do this real quick. I haven't tried this before. If I go here and I choose construction, how about that? It turns them all into construction lines. They're dotted, which means they're there, and they're going to be able to make me be able to reference things and dimension things if I need to, but they're not actually going to be part of the final product. So here we go. The process goes like this. It's very simple, actually. I'm going to create a line. I'm going to start here. Let's zoom in a little bit. I'm going to start here where the pentagon meets the circle on the outside. I'm just going to come down here and pick a point that looks close to halfway between. And then I'm going to draw a second line that meets at that same point. I'm going to repeat this process all the way around. Okay? There is a circular pattern tool, but we're not going to use it right now because I found out from personal experience that it just doesn't work well with the extrude feature. It wasn't going to let me extrude when I use that circular pattern. So if you're a pro with this thing and you're like, hey, I know a better way, hey, just be warned that I tried that better way that you're thinking of, and it didn't work out for me. So good luck to you. I hope you figure it out. We're almost done here, right? Okay, so I've got this. I'm going to right click and choose OK. But the problem is now my star really isn't lined up. I mean, that doesn't look right. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to use the equal tool real quick. I'm going to constrain every single line to be equal. So this line needs to be equal to this line, and this line needs to be equal to this line. I'm clicking two at a time. This line needs to be click on this one. Oh, it's over constrained. Okay, whatever, that means they were already equal somehow. I must have picked a green dot somewhere. This line needs to be equal to this line. This line needs to be equal to this line. So on and so forth all the way through. Right? You get what I'm doing here? Okay, so we run into a slight problem here. It looks like it's all good except for these last two. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit escape and get out of dimensioning. I'm going to take this this one right here. I'm just going to delete it. I'm going to take this line here and just delete it. I'm going to go ahead and try that one more time. I must have locked into something that I didn't intend to lock into. I don't know what that is, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, and one more time, the equals tool. This one needs to be equal to this one, and now this one needs to be equal to this one. Over constrained because it was halfway already. Alright, so there we go. We've got our star drawn, and it's in the perfect location. And if you're good now, you'll understand that that's what I needed in order to finish this piece. Now the goal is just to make sure when you first draw it, of course, that you have the center of the thing dimensioned properly, and you're going to start with the center in place, right? So there you go. There is the star tool on the passenger base.